Welcome to the day 6 where we'll learn what Spring Beam is. Spring Beam is basically Java. It's also an object, but it is all managed by Spring container. Okay, we don't have to take care of anything. All the work is done by Java, so we call it as Beam. Like 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 injecting dependency and using it. All is done by Spring. Okay, like being everything is done by Spring, like, and then destroying it, and then garbage collection, all is done by Spring. So we call it as beam, not object. Okay, in object we use new keyword like equals to new, but here we don't use it. Okay, new, this we use in object creation, but we don't use it. It is the responsibility of Spring to do all on our behalf. Here I have used final, which make it immutable. Okay, so what I have implemented here is like two things. One is, here I have checked whether the user can view the marksheet or not. If it is returning true, if this is returning true, then he can view the marksheet, otherwise not. Okay, here I have implemented the logic, and in controller I am displaying whether he can view the marksheet or not. I have to pass the ID and then the marksheet. ID will go over here and then over here, and finally it will go into the marksheet here, ID 1. If 1 is passed, then it will get the object. Okay, and then check if 1, yeah, it 1 is present, so it will return true from here, and then it will go into the service, and then if 1 is passed, then he can view the marksheet, otherwise not. Okay, this is the scenario. Okay, let me show you also. Yeah, here I pass 1, so it is printing the marksheet. Okay, and one thing you can notice here is it is printing here. You can so I've displayed the S code also, and it is displaying the different S code. Okay, okay, let me show the S code later on. But if I pass here to what will happen? 2 is not accepted. Why? Because in my logic I haven't passed 2 as valid user. Okay, isn't it? If I place here 2, then he can view the marksheet. We'll implement this in database later on, but for now we are not doing this. And I've used this data prototype, so it is pointing to different S code. Okay, if I make here Singleton, what it will be? If I do here Singleton, then I have to change here also. If you change here, then you have to change here also. Okay, in prototype we are using it through object provider, but in case of Singleton we don't need this object provider. Okay, directly we can use it. We do not need this object provider things. We don't need okay, this everything else is same, but we don't want this. So what I have done here is I just comment out this. I don't want this, so I just comment and implement this. Okay, this thing, implement this. Now if I rerun this application, okay, if I run this again, why denied? Because 2 is not the valid user. If I place here 1, then 1 can view the marksheet. And another thing you can note here is it is printing the same number. That means hash code is same. It means it is pointing to the same object. Okay, not changing the object. It is printing the same object. So if I run again, it will use the same object. So Singleton means only one object is created. Okay, for all the instance you want, it will call only one object, it will make only one object. Okay, this is the thing you need to know. And I've also implemented this, so let me show you node also, okay, which may come in interview also. You need to know node because it is the foundation class also, and at the same time you will learn project also, okay, how to make. You need to know life cycle, okay, how it is done. Like first component scanning it will occur, and then beam initialization dependency injection will occur, okay, and then post construct method will call, custom init method will call this, beam ready to use, you can use it, and then it will destroy, okay, everything. We have four types like singleton, prototype. Singleton means like dependency injection will occur, this will occur, okay, and prototype, as I have shown now, only one object, two object or more object are created, but only one over here, okay, only one, and it is thread shape if stateless, okay. So this is the thing, component scan, repository, everything. So view this node thoroughly, okay, it is easier. We have other type of annotation also, like Java based annotation, XML based annotation, programmistic annotation. This is you, this is used, but this is not used because it is less friendly, and it is managing is so readable is also complexity, okay. And this is normally used when we want like SMS kind of thing, like AWS, and calling to different, then we use different like provider, like SMS provider, we use this, okay. Okay, and then what I have done, this is I have also posted it in git through git add and git commit message, and then push method. Thank you for watching.